by the Israeli bombardments have sought refuge in the city. According to the Palestinian Health Ministry in Gaza, the Israeli war since October 7th has resulted in the death of 31,490 people and injured 73,439 others.
And for more of this, we're delighted to be joined over the telephone by His Excellency Ambassador Ayman Mosharafa, former Assistant Foreign Minister. It's a very good afternoon to you, Mr. Ambassador.
Good afternoon for you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ambassador, for joining us. And let me start, Your Excellency. How do you read, the President's insistence on the recognition of the rights of the Palestinians and their right to self-determination, self-governance in their own state?
Well, actually, it was always the Egyptian historical position that only solution of the Palestinian issue is to start negotiation, which would the goal of the Palestinians to form an independent state from the West Bank as capital is Jerusalem. Always it was Egypt in multilateral and in United Nations, and this position are shared most of the Arab world and the international community.
Ambassador Ayman, are you with us, sir, on the line?
Yes.
Yes, right. Of course, as you said, Your Excellency, Egypt, plays a prominent role with regards to the Palestinian cause and has constantly called for the Palestinian cause, as well as the recognition of the Palestinian state with East Jerusalem as its capital. The President noted this could be, bring some sort of solace, especially after this 5-month-long Israeli aggression on Gaza. How do you see the comments by the President, sir?
Actually, from the outset of the crisis, even Egypt has called for an international peace conference in the administrative capital, and this conference was assisted by many prime ministers and decision makers in the world, and we came to a conclusion that the only solution is to start real negotiation for a Palestinian state. And of course, the Egyptian position at that time is to find a permanent ceasefire and to find a way to facilitate the flow of humanitarian aid to the people of Gaza, which are suffering from aggression, permanent aggression, 5 months. And nearly you have 32,000 victims, 70 were injured. That means it comes to more than 100,000 casualties, which brings around 5% of the Gaza population, which becomes a genocide against humanity and all convention of war.
Absolutely, Your Excellency. Now, Egypt has always played a great role with regards to delivering humanitarian aid to the citizens in Gaza. What has been the development of this role from Egypt in light of all the impediments posed by Israel with the Rafah crossing from the Palestinian side?
Always, even before the crisis, the Rafah crossing point was open to the flow of humanitarian aid and to the departure and the arrival of the needy Palestinians and the students abroad and the Palestinians who want medical treatment in Egypt and elsewhere. So the Rafah border crossing was a kind of the only getaway to the Palestinians. After the crisis, the Rafah border crossing was opened despite Israeli bombardment and Israeli aggression from the truck everywhere, coming from Arish Airport, from the sea, and even the Egyptian NGOs and the Egyptian private citizens have contributed to alleviate the suffering of Gaza people through sending constant convoy and trucks to avoid famine, which is looming in the Gaza crisis. And we have condemned severely the use of food and the shortage of which against the Palestinian people, which constitute a crime against humanity and an act of genocide.
Absolutely. Indeed, Mr. Ambassador. Now, of course, in light of the resumption, the expected resumption of talks and negotiations in Qatar on Sunday, is there anything that, heralds an imminent ceasefire in light of Netanyahu approving an attack and giving the green light to his forces for a ground invasion of Rafah?
I do hope that Mr. Netanyahu will come to his senses because Netanyahu, since the beginning of the negotiation, the rule of the game, and more conditions and refusing all the offers. And actually, as I see the government, Israeli government, or the cabinet who has approved the plan to attack Rafah. Rafah has 1.5 million refugees. So if there is an attack or a bombing of Rafah, this will result of severe casualty and another genocide adding and piling up to the act of genocide. So I do hope so that the negotiation will result to something, and Mr. Netanyahu will bow even to the pressure of the growing Israeli public opinion, who are demanding a peace fire and an exchange of prisoners, because there is a growing Israeli public opinion who wants to see this genocide.
Yes, absolutely. On that note, I'd like to thank you very, very much, Your Excellency Ambassador Ayman Mosharafa, former Assistant Foreign Minister. Thank you very much, sir, for your insight and for joining us on today's edition of Cairo Local Time. Short break, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll be back to continue our episode. Do stay tuned.